Hello, I'm Adam Barralet and welcome to this Crystal Connections video where we're exploring the high vibrational crystal of Scolecite. Scolecite grows in these beautiful white sprays. You can see how it kind of spreads out to the universe, and it works in two ways. First of all, it helps to take your wishes and your manifestations and desires and spread them out to the universe, especially through your breath. But also through these sprays it brings down and draws down all the white light and the blessings of the universe, bringing them into your auric field. Scolecite is beautiful for purifying your body, your mind and your soul, and for helping you to be more kind with yourself and more kind with others in the universe. So Scolecite is a beautiful crystal to remind you and to bring back that peace and those blessings that we all love about our lives. When I started working with Scolecite for the first time, one thing I became really aware of was my breathing. It helped to slow and elongate my breath. Now, our breathing and our respiratory system communicates to the rest of our body how we're feeling. Think about when you're nervous or scared or angry or frustrated, what happens to your breath? It becomes short and shallow. And then when we start taking deep, long breaths again, it tells the rest of our body to relax. And Scolecite helps us to do this. By working with Scolecite, you can help to use your breath for all different things. The first one is just by holding it in your hands, and when you're feeling angry or frustrated or stressed, breathe out through the Scolecite out to the universal, into the earth, all that frustration, letting it go, and then breathe in that blessings, that love and that peace that you want to replace that with, using the Scolecite to help channel and refine and purify that energy. You can also use it for absent healing, and absent healing is basically sending healing energy or blessings or white light to any one place or an animal anywhere in the world who's not just before you. Now, they could be on the other side of the world, or they could just be in the next suburb. A really nice way to get into a ritual of doing this is have a small journal devoted just to all the people, the animals and the places that you want to send energy to. Write them down and even add pictures. That'll help to add more energy. Each night, go through that book, hold your Scolecite and visualize sending that white light, seeing it surrounding them in a white mist and bringing those blessings into their life. When you're not doing this meditation, then simply leave your Scolecite on top of the book. Because Scolecite is such a high vibration crystal as well, you can use it to draw to you a soulmate or a soul friend. If you haven't met that person yet, what you want to do is you want to visualize how you'll feel around that person and almost feel as though you're breathing with that person, and the Scolecite becomes that bridge or that channel in between. Now, Scolecite is very much connected with the air and also with the moon, and so the wind full moon or any windy full moon is a great time to go outside and send your wishes via your breath out to the winds of the air so they can be carried around the universe and come into manifestation. Doing that under the beautiful light of the full moon brings more blessings as well. Scolecite is definitely a crystal of the angels and of peace, and it's really good for making you a more peaceful person. If you have a tendency to blurt things out or to speak before you think, then Scolecite reminds you to step back, not be so reactive in your life, and even to wait to see how things unfold before you actually make a response. It's also really good if you tend to not think about the consequences of your actions until later. Scolecite slows you down and makes you actually think about what will happen and what will be the outcome of the words that you want to say or the actions that you want to take. It's also a really great crystal for anyone when you're doing group work, to help groups get along. It's great for workplaces or community groups, making sure that everyone cooperates and there's a sense of peacefulness and harmony around. It's really good if you're a manager or a team leader at work and you need to delegate assignments and try and keep lots of different people happy. Helps you to feel confident to delegate where you need to and to follow what feels right to you, and also to let go of that need to try and please everyone all of the time. It's also really great for families, and it helps people of different generations to understand each other. So if grandparents can't understand why children are the way they are these days, or there's even tension between your children or your parents, and Scolecite, gritting it around when you're meeting together, or putting it around with a white candle around a happy family photo can help to bring that understanding, that cohesion, that peace and that harmony. It's really good for health, and I recommend it for if you have seizures or epilepsy. Now, this is if it's a physical manifestation of feeling jittery about life, and if you need to kind of calm down and relax a bit more, then wearing Scolecite all the time will really assist with that. On a global scale, whenever you're doing peace grids or sending any peaceful energy anywhere in the world, you definitely want to have Scolecite in that grid if you can. Again, that white light kind of goes out and spreads it out to the universe wherever you intend to send it. Scolecite is such a beautiful high vibration crystal that it really helps with any spiritual exploration. As I said in the introduction, these sprays help to bring down the blessings and the white light of all the universe, bring it into your auric field and into your life. It helps bring a peacefulness and a quietness into your being, and so it allows you to hear the contact from your guardian angels, your spirit guides, your totem animals, and any other being that you want to contact. In fact, it can actually help you deal and communicate with passed away relatives if you feel that they've come back into your space. It allows all spiritual contact to unfold peacefully, gratefully, and there to be no trouble. It's also really good for helping you remain focused to your breath, for helping you actually discover unresolved issues or things that you're not actually aware of. It helps you connect with the Akashic records, the kind of memory and the knowledge and the wisdom that's stored in the universe, and all other things like this. Basically, simply by working with your Scolecite, finding that peace in your life, it'll allow and flood all these blessings and the spiritual journey to unfold before you. Not only can you use Scolecite during the day, but you can also use it at night if you're having problems falling asleep or suffering from insomnia because there's too much going on in your mind. Allow the peaceful energy of the crystal to quell all those thoughts and that restlessness and allow you to fall asleep. Now obviously a piece like this might be a bit hard to put in your pillow slip, but you can get tumbled stones, and it's a white stone, and if you look carefully, I'll give you an extreme close-up, you can see the little white lines that form in it. And what you can do is you can put 4 pieces around the sides of your bed and then a 5th one at the base, or even hang it on top and make a bit of a pyramid of peacefulness. The other thing you can also do is, or what you'll notice from working with the Scolecite, is it'll help your dreams to become a bit more vivid, you'll remember them, and also look at them as well. Because of the spirituality of this crystal, it can often bring spiritual messages. If I've been using my Scolecite a lot, or if I'm going to be using it for something special, I'm definitely going to want to cleanse it first. Now you can either use the element of air, because air is so much associated with our respiratory system and our breathing, or you can use the full moon because of its gentle, soft, magical energy. If you can get a windy night on a full moon, then that's absolutely ideal, and pop your Scolecite outside for the night. The animal guide that I connect with when it comes to working with Scolecite is the white stag. Now white animals, we find white animals in lots of different kind of species. This is called lucerism, not albinoism. Lucerism brings the spiritual message of that animal's normal teaching. So the white stag, which works really well with Scolecite, is to do with gentleness upon our spiritual path. So we don't need to force our spiritual path. We don't have to force ourselves to do things for our spiritual growth that are unpleasant, because if it doesn't feel right, it's not in alignment with our soul. So what you do is you connect with stag, white stag, feel your 2 spirits emerging in meditation, see them before you and adopt that energy and that vibration. Also interact and talk in your meditative state, in your sanctuary that you might visualize in your meditation, and allow that interaction to unfold and allow white stag to teach you blessings. One of the great lessons that stag teaches me is he does have those feet firmly planted on the ground, but then he has the antlers that reach out to the sky, reach out to the spirit. And so to grow spiritually and to be balanced, we must be grounded as well as reaching out to the sky. The plant that I work with when it comes to Scolecite is chamomile. Chamomile is all about peacefulness and gentleness. It helps us sleep at night, and also brings a peacefulness during the day. So diffuse that around your space. Sit outside and drink a chamomile tea, where you're holding your Scolecite in your hands. Just allow that peacefulness of the crystal and the plant to work together and bring that peace inside you and around your life. Astrologically, Scolecite is associated with the moon, so Monday is the best day to work with it. This is such a beautiful crystal. It's not one you'll find all the time, but it's definitely worth working with, and it's beautiful to work with on the full moon. To sit out under the full moon, feel that light breeze, and to breathe your wishes, to use Scolecite to create a bridge between you and the moon, you and the universe, and to bring your wishes into manifestation. Now, have you worked with Scolecite? Please share with our crystal community, and share right down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'm Barralet. Blessed be.